Hi, welcome again to our tutorial on using our Sender WhatsApp bulk messaging platform. We've talked about sending bulk message in a previous tutorial, and this is to cover sending bulk message with a template. As the name suggests, it means that you already created a template message and you just want to send bulk messages based on that template. All right, so please, I want to remind you that you cannot send any message whatsoever if your device is not properly connected to the Sender platform. So always ensure that your device is connected so that the messages will not come back not delivered. So you can check your WhatsApp and check your list of devices in short to see which one is active, and you can also check here on Sender. If you're not sure, just simply click on the device and scan it so that you can be sure it is properly connected. So when you want to send bulk SMS with bulk WhatsApp message with template, click on the send bulk message with templates. It's going to just load a dialog box for you. It's pretty much straightforward. You select the templates from the list of templates that you have. You select the device you want to be using, and then here there's a peculiarity that it has. It doesn't allow you to send messages numbers that you can just copy and paste. You must be sending messages from your contact book. Now that's what we're going to be talking about next. So you're going to be sending messages from a contact group. Now I have several contact groups here. All right, I have AJC1 to 7, and so I'm just going to go and talk about contact group, and we can come back to this platform, to this send bulk message with template. So this brings us to our contact book. Now when you click on the contact book on the left hand menu bar, you see a list of all your contacts. For instance, I have 4,200 contacts, and listed here, name of the contact, the group that the contact belongs to, the WhatsApp message, the WhatsApp number, and then an action that I can perform if I want to edit the number, if I want to remove it. All right, so I can perform those numbers. I can perform those things on it. I have listed here from 1 to 210, so I have thousands of these numbers and you can see that the bedrock of a contact is group. Now to make this platform a little bit much more easier to maintain, we created a contact group for your contacts, so you can group your contacts into specific groups. For instance, schools in Iyanokpaja, schools in Ikeja, churches in Kanu, so you can create groups, based on your whatever criteria that you've come up with. So, and it is very simple. A group is just an empty container. So you can click here, contact group, and the top right here, and brings you to your contact group, and it shows you how many contacts your contact group has. Now there is a little bit of trick here. If you look at my contact group, they all have a maximum of 600 contacts. The reason is this: WhatsApp does not allow you to send more than 500 contacts per day from a particular number. If you do that, your line is going to be barred. Your line is going to be blocked. So I try to create my own contact group to have at least not more than 600. The reason why it's not exactly 500 is because there are some numbers that will not just deliver. So if I'm sending to 600, I am sure that 80% will deliver, and maybe 40, another 20% may not be on WhatsApp, or their lines, or people that have even blocked me altogether. So for whatever reason, I'm sure that 20% will not deliver. So I'm always optimistic that I will have an 80% delivery rate. So that's why I have it. So if I have 80% of 600, I'm looking at 400 delivering, or 450, delivering to my contact. So you can also adopt this in your, because if you can have unlimited groups, so there's no point making your groups to be 1,000, because if you're sending message with templates, you are going to be sending to a particular group, and if that group is more than 600 or more than 500, that means that all those messages will be sent at once to those in that group, and you will not be able to control it. So your line may be barred, even though we have already created measures to ensure that the numbers don't get barred. But you still need to take these precautions. So try and create your groups to be within the limits that WhatsApp has already placed. So I have my groups in 600s. All right, so you can do that. If you have a particular groups that have more than one, that's more than 600, for instance, you can see here all this group I have is AGC1, AGC2. So it shows that they all belong to the same group, but they are more than 600. All right, so I have thousands of, say, travel agents in the country. So I break them into different groups so that I don't need to get my line barred. So always try and follow that. So I'll just look at how to create groups. So I'll click on create a group, and then I'll name the group. Okay, I'll just continue with my naming. I still have contacts for this group, so I'll just say ACG. I think I'm in number 8. All right, so ACG 8. All right, so I've created the group. All right, so the group has already been created, and you can see that ACG 8 has 0 groups, 0 numbers at the moment. They have 0 numbers at the moment. So you can see that this group that I've created does not have any contact. So the next thing we're going to do now is to import contacts into a particular group. Now I'm going to click on contact list on the top right hand corner again. I click on contact list. Now I'm going to click on import contact. All right, import contact. From my contact groups, I click on contact list, and here on the contact list, I'm clicking on import contact. So you can download a sample of the CSV file so you can see how you can structure your contacts. It's just a simple name, contact name, and phone number. Name and phone number, 2 columns on Excel. The left is the name of the company, the right is the phone number. I already have a couple of them here. Another thing that you need to note is that your CSV file must not be more than 10 kilobytes. 10 kilobytes. This is to ensure that you don't import too many contacts at the same time. It is just to keep you cautious of the limits of WhatsApp. If you import a contact that is more than 10 kilobytes, definitely it will be more than 200. All right. So all these limitations that you have are actually it's actually for for your own good, to ensure that the system, you don't import too many contacts at the same time, and you are conscious of the limits that WhatsApp has already put in place. So I'm going to import these contacts I have here. So I'm going to import the first contact. I'll select the group. The group I just created is AGC8. So I'm going to import it. Now this one is just 200 contacts. So I'm going to click on import. Please just click on the import once, don't click it twice. Alright, so I'm clicking on it once. Loading. Once it changes from loading back to import, it means that it's already imported. Alright, so now because I want my individual group to have at least 600 contacts, so I'm going to import 3 different 200 group of contacts. So I'm going to import the next one, which is 23. Import, loading, and done. Then the next one is 24. All right, import, and that's done. So right now on my AGC group, ACG8 group, I have 600 contacts because I have uploaded a file that has 200 contacts each 3 times. Like I said, once you click on import once, after it's showing loading and the loading changes back to import, do not click on it again. It has already imported. All right, so you can close this, go back to your group, contact group, and now you can see that my ACG8 has 600 groups, 600 numbers, 600 numbers, and that brings my total contacts to 4,800. If you look at it, before it was 4,200 and now it's 4,800. all right, so that's pretty much simple, and you can always add, mind you, you can have more than 600 in a particular group. I've already explained why it is like that. All right, so you can now come back to your sendbox message and send from template. Select the group you want to send to, select the template message you want to use, select the device you want, and boom, send now. And it's going to list everything there. Once it lists everything, you can now click on send. Let me just do it for the sake of test. Click on send now. It's going to load. All right, so it's going to load it. So at this point, you now click on send to all. All right, send to all. It will begin to send one after the other, one after the other. Please take note that if you close this window while the message is sending, it will stop automatically. So you need to be sure that you have enough time, or you are, to be on the system while the message is sending. If you close the window, it will stop, because it is acting as a computer. It is using computer resource, to send WhatsApp message. So it is not like existing on a server. All right, the only way where you can send messages without when you close it is if you are using scheduled message. But if you are using this, if you close the window, it is going to stop sending. And please also note that messages are delivered at a rate of 240 messages per hour. Messages are delivered at a rate of 240 messages per hour. All these are in place to ensure that your number doesn't get blocked, and we don't overuse the limit that WhatsApp has set for us. I'm sure that you'll be able to use the system as intended. If you have any question, please just come over to the help and support and then shoot us a ticket. We'll respond to you immediately, or you can reach us via WhatsApp or any of our contact numbers. Thank you very much.